Hello and welcome to the Duct Tape Innovations workshop with Mitchell Hale. Today we're going to be making a duct tape rose. Now for this you're going to need a cutting board, duct tape, preferably red and green. If these colors are not available, you can just use whatever you have. A wire for the stem, and an X-Acto knife. Now first we're going to make the stem. Okay, now lay out your wire. Pull a piece of duct tape that's about as long as the wire except 1 inch shorter. Now, cut this in half and lay it down. Put the wire on the edge of the tape, like so. Then, carefully roll it up so the stem is completely covered by the wire. If you wish, you do not have to use a metal stem for this, but it will make the rose much sturdier. A duct tape stem could be made easily with the following procedure. Take a piece of duct tape as long as you like the stem. Cut. Then just roll the duct tape back onto itself. This might take a little bit of practice so you can get it right. Then roll backwards about halfway. So you get halfway, stop, flip it over, and roll it back the other way to cover it with the duct tape. This stem will not be nearly as strong as one with wire though, although this will still work for decoration purposes. Onto the top. Pull off a long piece of duct tape. Careful not to rip it in half. Make it about this long. Now, I want you to cut it in 2-inch segments. Okay, now, take one segment, you fold it so the petals go about halfway, and then take the same petal and fold it halfway again to make a triangle. For this petal, we're going to roll it. This makes the center of the rose. The rest of the petals will be doing the same thing except not rolling them. If you roll them all, you can't really make a rose with that, so not a good idea. Now, these petals are going to take quite a while. That's what we're going to need. We need a lot of these in order to make the rose. After you get about 10, you can start wrapping them. And just so you know when to stop. Okay, we have enough to begin. What you do is you put the petal on the rose and roll it up. Now, make sure to stagger the petals and not put them all in the same spot, otherwise your rose will look somewhat like one of my originals. This is one of the original roses before I learned to stagger the petals. This is a staggered petal rose. Much better quality. Now, these roses that I've showed you are actually doubled in proportion. I simply just use I simply make the pieces twice as long and twice as wide in order to make the bigger roses. Same works vice versa. If you shrink the petals, you can make a miniature rose for use on a keychain. I've added all of these petals, and the rose is still too small, so I'm going to make some more. So make another set. Remember, 2 inches long each. Now for the second set, once again, do not make any that are rolled. Each rose only has one rolled petal. Now, if you wish to make multiple roses, of course you would need more than one. Or if you want to try a more creative project in which you could possibly make 3 blooms on the same stem. I've done that before once. It didn't really turn out that great, but if you can be creative with this project. It's not with duct tape. There's no really set limits. It's a very workable material. I want you to repeat the same thing you did the first time with the new petals you made. Okay, this rose is still a little bit small, but for this purposes for this video, I'm just going to continue with this. Now, if you want to make a bigger rose than this one, right now would be a good time to pause the video and continue making petals. Just repeat the same procedure until you reach the desired size. You can go as long as you want, as illustrated in this miniature rose. Now, if you continue for a long time, and if you do it just right, you'll end up with a product like this. This is a far more advanced product, and I would not recommend this for beginners, though. We're going to continue on with the stem. Now, what we do is you just take the stem and just try and poke it into the rose and get this. Now, this doesn't look very good, though, so what we do is we take a piece of duct tape, we make it twice as long as the other one, and we put 2 pieces of duct tape in the same thing to make it twice as wide. We'll take this and we'll fold it the same way we do with the petals. This, by the way, this one is not rolled. Then we'll put it up here on the rose and we'll roll it around just like it was a petal. And this is a completed rose.